Hey everybody, welcome to Bestie Book Reviews. I'm here with my bestie Mandy.
And I'm here with my bestie, Jessica.
Mandy, tell the people what we're doing.
Well, you guys have asked for us to do this again, and it's been about a year. So this is our one where you convince us to read your book recs. So
Yes.
we asked you guys to fill out that form a while ago, or it feels like a while ago. And so we are going through it today, and then we will obviously pause so we can go read the book and
Yeah.
come back.
Yeah.
So that is what this video is all about.
But before
You
we
won't
start,
see the pause. Like it, I
no.
feel like I didn't explain that well. So
Yeah.
we've been working on this for a while when you eventually get to see this.
Yes, exactly.
There.
Exactly. So before we start with that though,
Yes,
uh
hit that subscribe button. We love that you guys are here. We are also giving away the coveted cover books, so you definitely want to subscribe. And when we get to 3K, we will give more information on how you can win those. But the first thing you got to do is subscribe. And then let us know in the comments, did you like this video? Do you want to see us do more of these? You tell us. We love making videos, but we also want to make sure that there are things you guys want to see.
exactly. So, okay, we're going to get started. We're just going to go through the Google Docs in the order that they came up. I'm going to read the ones off for Mandy. Mandy's going to read the ones that you guys submitted for
Yeah.
me. And we'll go from there. We'll choose from that. So,
Yes. So grab your TBR book and write down some book recs that you guys gave us.
okay, ready?
All sorts of tropes are going to be happening here.
Oh, it
Yes.
sounds like it. Yes. I'm going to adjust my camera so that when I'm looking at my computer, it's like I'm not off camera the whole time. Okay, so the first one I think is for you. Yes,
Okay.
it is. Okay, so Fee sent in one for you. The title of this one is Try, and it's by Ella Frank. And when we asked why we should read this book, her response is tension. So apparently there's a lot of tension in this one.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, so let's look it up really quick. So that we know, so that you know what it's about. So, I know this is the first one in a series. Oh, wow. Okay. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
The first, sex. Logan Mitchell loves it. And ever since he realized his raw sexual appetite at a young age, he has no problem using it to his advantage. Men and women alike fall into his bed. After all, Logan is not one to discriminate. He lives by one motto: if something interests you, why not just take a chance and try? And he wants to try Tate Morrison. Just coming out of a 4-year marriage with an ex-wife from hell, a relationship is the last thing on Tate's mind. He's starting fresh and trying to get back on his feet with a new job and an upscale bar in downtown Chicago. The only problem is Tate has caught the unwavering and unwelcome attention of Mr. Logan Mitchell, a regular at the bar and a man who always gets what he wants. Night after night, Tate fends off persistent advances and undeniably charismatic man, but after an explosive moment in the bar, all bets are off as he finds his body stirring with different desire than his mind. As arrogant stubbornness and sexual tension sizzles between the two, it threatens to change the very course of their lives. Logan doesn't do relationships, Tate doesn't do men, but what would happen if they both just gave in and tried?
How long is this blurb?
This blurb is a long one. You can see why
Okay.
there was no copying pasting happening on that form because wow, that is a long one. Okay, so that
Okay.
is the first book for you. By the way, guys, we have quite a few of these. I mean, what was it, 30 some
34
total?
book recs coming your way.
34.
We'll try and be
Yes.
faster. I was like
Yeah.
giggling because you just
I
kept
know because it was
going and
like
going.
I was like, do I cut this off at some point? Does she got enough? But I
Okay.
saw it through.
So the next one is for you, and this is also from Fee, and this is Garin Park by Nordica Knight.
Mhm.
And she put so hot plus plot.
That's all we need
So
to know, right?
I'm not going to read the whole thing to you,
Okay.
but this sounds like it's about Devin and Maddox, and they both live in a trailer park. There's motocross happening, and his okay, so with his dad with Devin's dad on his trail, he has no choice but to stand on his enemy's doorstep and let Maddox help. Maddox has never seen Devin this vulnerable. Living in Garen's trailer park means families dole out discipline on the regular, and violence is a part of life. But something about how far Jim Sawyer takes it this time has Maddox unnerved. Rivals in motocross work in life itself. They're forced to work together for one night. Perspectives change and their friction morphs into something unexpected. Hatred turns to lust. Tensions switch from hostile to aroused.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not
Okay.
going to read the whole blurb.
You don't have to.
Okay.
Okay. So the next one is for you, and it's also again from Fee.
Okay.
And it is Dare to Take a Chance by Nordica Night. And so she said it's so good, but a heavy topic. And so this blurb is also very long. So Lakin is an outdoor enthusiast. She decides to set out on an adventure, ready to carve up the trails on her snowboard and dirt bike in the Alaskan backcountry. Oh, I see. This is why this is for you and not for me, because I'd probably rip the Alaska part apart if it's not done right. On a whim, Lakin books a month-long stay at Dare Resort, where she meets an unexpected new friend and all 10 of the Dare brothers. So
What?
it's a group of it's not no, she just meets all these guys. They sound like they're righty. One brother in particular catches her attention. Can she resist his bad boy charm? Um, and then it says that our Jed, our hero here, he's the bad boy. He breaks all the rules. He's a cocky bad boy that fantasizes, or that fantasies are made of. He's notorious for one night stands. Jed promises nothing but a night of fun until his mind gets snagged on a sexy blonde staying at the Dare Resort. So basically, he's a player, she's a badass. Is their connection purely sexual? So,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. So next, this is for you.
Okay. Nice.
Oh, okay. So this is from Fee as well. Hopefully we're saying that right.
Yeah.
And this is Finn by Ashley James. And she
Mhm.
said, audio was hot. Also, daddy. I I am almost positive I've read this. So
Okay.
let me look it up really quick. If it's the one I'm thinking of by Ashley James. Oh, it's not. Okay.
Okay.
This is on my to read list.
Okay.
Okay. So this one says, falling for my girlfriend's twin brother wasn't what I had in mind when I hired him to be my son's nanny. Working on my family's cattle ranch, the hours are long and sometimes unpredictable. So when my regular nanny quits, leaving me in a pinch, I have to think fast. In walks Ash, my opposite in almost every way. He's cheerful and bubbly, has horrible taste in music, and does yoga in my yard almost every morning in the tightest shorts I've ever seen. Not that I'm looking. I'm trying to not read the whole blurb. But confusion and curiosity aside, I can't fall into bed with my son's nanny. Doing so would be reckless and irresponsible, no matter how tempting it may be. So this is like a single dad nanny, but with the
But yeah,
nanny
man,
being
a man.
no, his girlfriend's twin brother, Jessica.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
See, this
Yeah.
has been on my TBR. I need to read it.
I can see why. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay, let's just pause.
I know. Way to make it hard, guys. Okay.
Okay. The next one's for you as well.
Mm-hmm.
So this is by Krista B. And the book is Under Your Scars by Ariel Anderson. And I'm going to read her blurb to you.
I know what this book is, but you read it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is an extremely dark romance that has a billionaire MMC, stalker, and touch her and die vibe. Be warned, this does not have a HIA and definitely check trigger warnings. This book had an ending I was not expecting at all, and it tore me up. I literally had to take some time after finishing the book to process what I just read. I finished this book about 2 weeks ago, and I'm still thinking about it. Then I found it had a 44-page sequel, and that tore my heart up even more. If you can handle the triggering warnings, this book is definitely worth the read.
I have it
Oh.
here somewhere. I actually own it, and I've put off reading it because I know that it does not have an HEA, and I see everybody talking about how their hearts were ripped out at the end. There is audio for it now too. But I
I
don't
don't want to
know.
read it.
It's kind
I
of
love I love sometimes not having that. Yeah.
I have to be in the mood for that. I'm very tempted with that one just because I'm like, am I ready for it? I don't know. But okay.
Okay, next one's for you too.
Okay.
This is from Brittany, and it's A Bond in Blood by C.A. Blooming.
Okay.
This book stole my soul in the best way. I've always been a fan of dark fantasy romance, so when I got approved for the ARC, I was thrilled. Like most dark romance readers who also like fantasy, when the Shadow Daddy MMC is marketed as dark, he's usually not. Ulrich is a dark Shadow Daddy MMC who is actually morally gray. It's technically an MMF, though we'll see if we get more MM in book 2. This is a duet. I would say it's light MM. Brenna is a half human, half fae princess who is engaged and looking forward to leaving her home island and see the world. Everything changes when she's kidnapped. I can see why this was recommended for you.
Uh-huh.
And taken to Unsully Court. I probably said that wrong. The king of the
Unsullied
Unsully
court. No, yeah.
Unsully
Unsully court.
Unsullied
Unseelie court.
forces her to follow 3 rules. Do not escape, sleep beside him every night, never look upon his face. If she can only obey him for a year, she earns her freedom. This book is incredible. The ending is such a shock and it makes you want to reread to catch everything you miss. The spice is fantastic, the plot is riveting, and this book deserves to blow up. Now, as a warning to Jessica, one of the one of
What?
the MMCs, are you reading along with me?
Mhm.
Don't read. You have
Just
to be.
say it.
No, don't read them. You can't
Just
read
spit it
them.
out.
I am reading them to you. One of the MMCs is blonde, but give him a chance. He looks at his looks are inspired by Jax from SOA, Oh Sons of
Oh,
Anarchy.
well,
So he
crap.
is hot. Maybe this book is where you find a blonde MMC you like. Oh,
Probably. I
Brittany,
mean,
this is
Jax works for me.
fantastic. You
Huh?
cannot read them as I'm reading them to you. That
Oh,
is
just read it.
cheating.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Don't be a cheater pants.
What was the author's name?
C.A. Blooming.
So the next one is for you. And this one was submitted by Laura. Nope, sorry, Lotta. I don't. It was a little fuzzy there for me for a second. Um, my eyes still haven't fixed themselves from my migraine yesterday. Anyhow, this one is It Had to Be You by Susan Elizabeth Phillips. She says it's a fun sports romance with great banter. And so this is the first book in the Chicago Stars. And it says, what if a woman who knows nothing about sports inherits a professional football team? The Windy City definitely isn't ready for Phoebe Somerville, the outrageous York knockout, who's taking over their home town team. She's not prepared for the Stars head coach, Dan, a sexy jock taskmaster with a one-track mind. So this is the book that began it all. The Chicago Stars are about to take the field, and they're not the only ones playing for keeps. So sports romance, right up your alley.
Yep, and I do love banter.
You do. We both love banter. I love good banter. Okay, so then the next book
It's
is
for
for
you.
me. Okay.
So this is from Lotta as well. And this is Whispers of the Deep by Emma Ham. And she says this is a fun monster romance. Do you want me to give you a little more?
Sure.
Oh, you have it. Okay, so what's it? Do you know what it's about a little bit?
A human and a merman of some kind. She works underwater. It's like a futuristic kind of thing. There's like we're underwater colonies, and he hates humans. And there's something happens. I got this when I was at Romanticon. I actually have it on my Kindle. I have the audio on my Kindle. Like I'm ready to read it. I just haven't done that yet. So I do know what this one is about.
Okay.
Yes. So that's awesome. Okay.
Okay, and the next one's for you. This is from Cassandra.
Okay.
And this is called Kincaid by Marie James.
Mm-hmm.
Ex-military MC president with a hero complex and a conscience. Emmeline is, what are you doing?
Writing it down. Shush. Because my computer's here, my writing is way over here.
Emmeline is the FMC. She is surviving an abusive relationship as a server at a bar. She catches the eye of Kincaid, but he sees her wedding band and says she's off limits until he finds her husband hitting her. Then he takes her away on the back of his bike and fights with his moral standards and his attraction to her. This was the first ever MC romance book I read back in 2020, and then I read the entire 31 book series and I was hooked.
Oh,
Have you read this?
no. I've been looking for
Okay.
a really good MC. So that's definitely an
Aren't we
option.
all?
I know. They just don't do them right. The next one is for me too.
Okay. So this is from Anne Marie. And
Hmm.
this is Death is My BFF by Katrina E. Tonks. I'm not really sure how to describe this book except that it is paranormal and is so good. One of my favorite Grim Reaper books.
Okay.
Do you want more?
Sure.
Okay. Let me look it up. When Faith Williams almost loses her life during a robbery, Death is there. While he spares her soul, he makes a promise to return when she's 18 and collect it. Now
Oh.
it's the eve of her special birthday, and Faith has no recollection of that fateful day, but echoes of death appear in her art. His intense eyes, intriguing demeanor, and she can't get him out of her head. When he arrives in person, Faith is drawn to an epic supernatural battle with her very existence is questioned at every turn.
That sounds yummy too.
And then
Okay.
there's a David, and death is pushing harder for his soul. And there's a secret that binds all three together.
Okay. Okay. Well, the next one
Okay,
is for you, and it is from Anne Marie as well. It's called Playboy Pilot, and it's by Penelope Ward and Vi Keelan, which you like them.
I've read it.
You read this
You,
one?
I have a
Okay.
long time ago, but you can
Okay.
go ahead and read
Give
that.
it
So
so
in case
just for
people
somebody
who
else who
are
might want to.
following along want to read it.
Yes. So she says, at a crossroads in her life, Kendall falls for a sexy pilot who leads her on adventures around the world on many vacations. On many vacations. When their time together ends, they must decide whether they continue or fly together through life.
I went through like a major Vikieland Penelope Ward phase prior to us starting our channel, but there's still. I mean, they've write so many books. There's still quite a few
Yes.
of them that I haven't read,
So I have
but that
another
one I
one
have.
for you from Anne Marie.
Okay.
So this one is Confessions of a Bookaholic, and it's by Jocelyn Westbrook. She says it's a cute story about a book blogger who accidentally publishes her digital diary online, outing her secret love for her friend and roommate.
Oh, I feel like I have something. I don't know if it's this one, but I feel like there something like this was on my
TBR?
TBR. I haven't read it, but I feel like the synopsis sounds familiar.
Yeah, okay. Got another one for you from Anne Marie.
Okay.
Okay. So this one is called Arrogant Officer, and it's by Lauren Rowe and Janine Collette. Have you read this one yet?
Okay, I was still writing a note from the last one. What was it? Sorry.
Arrogant Officer by Lauren. Oh, sorry, Lauren Runow. Thought it said Rowe.
Oh,
Holy cow. Lauren Runow and Janine Collette. And so Emery says she loves the meet cute for this one. So let's
I
see what
like
this one.
Janine Collette, but I've not read this one.
Okay, let's see what this one is about. Okay, so this one, it says it all started when I got an email. Let me rephrase. A sextortion email from someone claiming they tapped into my computer and recorded me while watching an adult graphic video. If I don't send them money, they'll show everyone in my contact list. As a chemistry teacher at a private school, I panicked. Not only do I love my job, I need it. Desperate and afraid, I ran to the police station and asked an officer for help. A very gorgeous, very arrogant officer, Dax Harder. That's his name. Okay. It's kind of kinky. Anyhow, Dax is a mixture of a fearless warrior and undisciplined child after he proves to me that it's a spam email and they didn't actually hack into my computer. He uses the incident to tease me. I leave the police station in a huff, hoping never to see Dax again. Fate has other ideas. Everywhere he goes, he runs into him. You know, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I was just looking at the it looks cute. Okay, next.
Okay, next is for you from Anne Marie.
Okay.
And this is Truth or Dare by Dakota Wild.
Okay.
And she says, this is a dark romance with a stalker and a murder mystery. I think you
Okay.
would really like this one. I love the twists and turns in the book. There are lots of trigger warnings for this book. Oh, I love a stalker murder mystery.
Yeah.
I want to read this.
Okay. All right.
Can I write like separate notes for your books that I
You
want
can
to
you
read?
can you can add it to your TBR list as well. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. The next one is for you. It's from Caitlin, and it's called Gold Digger or anything else by Susie Tate. So this is Susie Tate, but she specifically chose Gold Digger, but you could read anything by Susie Tate.
Okay.
Um, so she says, I know you love Emma Scott and Elizabeth O'Rourke, and those are two of my favorite authors as well. With Susie Tate, a close third. Her stories always tug on my heartstrings like Scott's, and they have the same angst as O'Rourke's books. Plus, her male protagonists do some of the best groveling I've ever seen in a romance series. Tate's most recent series is absolutely fantastic, Daydreamer and Gold Digger, with a third book set to come out in August that I seriously cannot wait for. It's probably my most anticipated book of the year, but I also encourage you to check out her back catalog as well, such as Limits, Unworthy, and Beg, Borrow, and Steal. Highly recommend. So, do you want info on the book?
Sure.
Okay.
While you're doing that, I'm going to look up and see if I've read anything by Susie Tate. I don't think I have.
Okay.
I have not.
It's a very, very, very long synopsis, but it looks like our heroine, Lucy, scruffy and disorganized, poor little cat, fish out of water. Lucy takes a job at the high-powered offices of her brother's billionaire best friend is the boss of. She agreed to work for Felix. She has no idea quite how cutthroat his world or he would be. She just wanted an escape to escape her reclusive life and be closer to her childhood crush, hoping he might notice her. Um, so it sounds like she's a shy bookworm, he's a grumpy boss kind of situation. I might have
Okay.
missed something, but that's what it looks like.
Okay.
Okay. Next. This one's for you. It's from Caitlin as well. This is Reckless Trust by Nisa Catherine. It's Nyssa. Catherine. And she said, if you love misunderstood, smart, and resilient women, and if you enjoy reading about fictional heroes who can't help but fall and protect, oh my God, my eyes are a mess right now. Can't help but fall for and protect the heroine from danger, then this series is for you. It's a romantic suspense at its finest, and Reckless Trust in particular is my favorite by this author because it reminds me of a few books by Elizabeth O'Rourke, where the female protagonist is unfairly maligned by the town where she grew up, and the male character tries to help her and stand up for her. I hope you'll give this book a chance because it is fantastic.
Ooh, okay. It does sound
Okay.
good.
It does sound good. Okay.
Okay, the next one is from Therese, and this is Pucking Around by Emily Rath.
Okay.
Multi-representation up the wazoo is what it says. Spicy off the rails, hot mixed with some sweet feels as a prequel that you can read, but I don't think it's mandatory should be on KU and Hoopla.
Okay.
So do you know what this one's about? I've seen it around a lot.
Yep, I
It's
do.
Why Choose, right?
I think I don't know if it's White Shoes or if it's MFM, but there's multiple. There's more than just two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want more info?
No, I've
You're
seen it
good?
around enough. We're good with that one.
Okay.
Okay, then the next one is from Therese to you.
Okay.
And it is oh, good one. It is Groupie by C.M. Stunick. And it is the first book in a rock band series that has it's very spicy. That's
Have
it's
you
sweet.
read this?
Oh yeah, I've read the whole series.
Okay.
It's sweet mixed with spice. It's a wild ride you don't want to get off, multi-representation, and you don't know which bandmate you like more. So it is about a girl who is down on her luck and gets a job with the. But she, I think if she gets a job or she just gets on the bus and just starts boinking one of the guys. I don't remember. Anyhow, she's trying to get her dad just died. She's trying to get from where she's at to where her dad is at, and she doesn't have any money or anything, and she's kind of living out of her car and kind of homeless. And then something happens, and she ends up on the bus, and then situationships happen with her and the band members.
So it's why choose.
Yeah, that's a multi-representation. Yeah,
That's what that means.
yep,
Okay.
yep. Okay.
I'll think about it.
Yep. I liked it. It was one of my very first Why Choose books ever.
Okay, the next one's for you. This is from Therese as well.
Mm-hmm.
So this is The Dare Losers Duet by Harley LaRoe.
Yeah, I've read her. I've read this. I read the first book in it.
Oh, okay. Well, for
Yeah.
those of you who want to hear, she says spice times infinity mixed with a friend group you want to have coffee or beer with.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. Well, we'll continue on if you've already read it.
Yes.
The next one's for you, and this is from, the name is spelled Preety. I want to say
Pretty.
Preety. So sorry. This is Faithless Book 1 and Forgiveness Book 2 by Skylar Mason. Oh man, people are giving you good recs. I'm not sure if you've read this one, but it is a cheating romance. I have added both books 1 and 2 because they are both novellas and need to be read together. It starts off with the FMC knowing that her husband has been cheating on her for the past 15 years and has finally had enough. You will find out why she put up with it for so many years later, that they do spoil it in the synopsis. She wants to divorce her husband and knows that her husband can be manipulative, so she stands her ground and is very firm that she wants this divorce. And the MMC finally wakes up and realizes what he is losing. The book was so good because you really see the MMC suffering in this, and the FMC actually tries to move on, which I appreciate because there are so many cheating romances where you don't see that happening. Even though the MMC realizes that he wants to save his marriage, he still has issues that he needs to work through, and we see that throughout the book. Other books sometimes don't deal with the underlying issues in the cheating romance, but this one did. He has to grovel, and the FMC doesn't take him back right away. This is one that I reread all the time when I want the angst and cheating drama, but also a great grovel and compuence. How do you say that word? Did I say it right? For the cheater, where they do eventually have an
I'm not
HEK.
supposed to be reading it. I have no clue if you said it right or not.
You're salty today. That sounds good.
It does sound really good. Okay. Next. That
It's
was
for
mine.
you again.
Yep.
You're getting all the Rex.
I think it's just the order that they're coming in.
Okay, this is from Megan.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Drive by Kate Stewart.
Oh, yeah, I got this one on my Kindle, too.
Okay. One of my favorites of all time. It is such an emotional ride. I would actually love for Mandy to read this also, but since it does have a love triangle, I won't do that to her. But it is so good. Okay, Kate Stewart love triangle.
You might have to reconsider that love triangle situation.
No, but thank you, Megan, for
Okay.
thinking of me. I appreciate you not doing that to me.
Okay. So the next one is for you. It's also by Megan.
Okay.
It's The Favorites, and it's by Lane Fargo. Layne Fargo. She said, absolutely loved it. The audiobook is also excellent. I read and listened. The characters are flawed and complex, and it will definitely pull on your heartstrings. It's a little different, not necessarily a romance, although there is a romance weaving through the whole story. Do you need more?
I don't know.
I can give you more if you need more.
Okay, I'm intrigued. So let's have a little more info.
Okay. Oh, okay. So one of the quotes from some dude at the New York Times, or some lady at the New York Times, says, part Wuthering Heights and part Daisy Jones and the Six. This novel is brilliantly choreographed as a gold medal performance and will keep you guessing until the last page. Okay, so she might not have a famous name, funding, or her family support, but Katrina Shaw has always known that she was destined to become an Olympic skater. When she meets Heath, a lonely kid stuck in the foster care system, they have this instant connection. They make a formidable duo on the ice. They cling to skating into each other to escape their horrible lives. They go from childhood sweethearts to champion ice dancers. They captivate the world. They got a roller coaster relationship until a shocking incident at the Olympics Games brings their partnership to a sudden end. As a 10-year anniversary of their final skate approaches, an unauthorized documentary reignites the public obsession with Shaw and Roca, claiming to uncover the real story through interviews and their closest friends and fiercest rivals. So Kat wants nothing to do with documentary, but she can't stand the thought of something else defining her legacy. So after a decade of silence, she's telling her story from the childhood tragedies that created their all-consuming bond to what happened that tore them apart. Sensational rumors have haunted their every step for years, but the truth may be even more shocking than the headlines. That sounds good.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So the next one's for you. This is from Megan.
Okay.
And she says Daisy Jones and the Six and or the Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. And those are both by Taylor Jenkins Reid. And
Yeah.
she said these books are just pure perfection and everyone should read them. The best of Taylor Jenkins Reid books that I have read so far.
Okay.
You're familiar with those, right?
Everybody should be familiar with those. They're around. They're quite
I haven't read them either though.
But I haven't either, but obviously, but yeah, I'm familiar with them. They're just they're the ones that are on the list that never get gotten to.
Okay.
Megan's forcing us. Or trying to force us. Okay. Is the next one you? Because I'm behind.
It is.
Okay, so Megan has another one for you. Stacey Jones and the Six of the Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Got it, Megan. Got it.
Okay. Now it's you.
Uh-huh.
This is from Emily.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. 9 Minutes by Beth Flynn. We've both read it. It is amazing.
Yes, it is amazing.
She says, the book is so emotional. A young woman was groomed by a man, and years later, the book starts with her going to watch him be executed. This has an old school feel, 1975, with motorcycle clubs, violence, possessiveness, trigger warning, grooming.
The whole thing. Yep. Yeah, we read it. We read him 2 years ago now.
Yeah, so good.
The whole series.
Totally agree.
Yep.
Definitely read it.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. Oh, and the next one looks like it's for me.
Okay, so this is by Cassandra, and the book is Hello, Single Dad by Kelsey Haas. She says, I suggest any of the Hello series. They are interconnected. Hello, Single Dad is the first in a series. Birdie is a school counselor. She just got dumped and decided to have a night out, which is unlike her. She met Cohen and had a fun-filled night. Then she finds out he's the father of her new student at a private school with hard, fast rules about faculty dating parents. They hide their relationship and then all hell breaks loose. It's super spicy, plus-size heroine, hot single dad, rom-com feel good with an HEA. Kelsey's writing will draw you in and keep you hooked. All of the Hello series are great reads. Kelsey Haas also writes as Kelsey Stetling. Where I first met Birdie as the counselor in a high school romance book, Curvy Girls Can't series. Okay. The next one's for you too, from Caitlin. And it's Rebel North. I've read this one. By J.B. Salisbury. I love this book so much. Kingston, the male protagonist, is probably one of my favorite fictional heroes ever. He's funny, charismatic, considerate, and so different from the typical male lead in romance books. Likewise, the heroine, Gabriella, is equally amazing. I admired her humor and strength, not to mention that the ridiculous stories she often made up about the reason for her scars made me laugh out loud on multiple occasions. It was refreshing to see a female lead who could be vulnerable with those she cares about, but also confident enough at the same time to stand up for herself when necessary. Highly recommend. The book itself, let me just look it up really quick because I can't remember what it was about. Dun, dun, dun. So it says, in a city where image is everything, Gabriella turns heads for all the wrong reasons. Talks her scars. But he sees the beauty that lies beneath, and he feels a kinship to her pain. I regret the way she found me, mugged and left for dead. I should walk away, follow the rules, but I can't. I want to see her again. There's only one problem. My brother convinced her I'm gay. I use the lie to my advantage, persuade her to be my pretend girlfriend to help protect my fake sexual identity from judgmental family. But what starts as a shameless excuse to be near her leads to crossed lines and midnight confessions. I am the one who I led her to believe. I'm not the one who I led her to believe. I'm sin wrapped in silk, betrayal masked by beauty, and she is not the only one with scars.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Next.
This is for you.
Okay.
This is from Chrissy. Good Deeds by Catherine Moon. Oh, I know why she picked this for you. Reverse harem. She is an alien scavenger and she lands on a planet and works on 5 hot androids.
I like Catherine Moon. That's all I need to know. Thank you. Okay. The next one.
It's for you.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, wow. I did not. Okay. So, Four Psychos, which is the Dark Side Book 1. And
Yes.
this is by Christy Cunning, who is known as
St.
St.
Abby.
Abby.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you know the series?
Yep. I actually started the book and then I got distracted and didn't finish it.
Okay.
Yeah. Who
So,
did this one?
Chrissy sent it in for us. So,
Mm,
huh?
no.
Nope. Nope. I'm looking in the wrong spot. What happened?
I don't know.
Fabby. It's from
Okay.
Fabby. Sorry. I'm confused. Okay.
What else is new?
This is a reverse harem series that is so funny, written by the late Christy Cunning. It is a bit paranormal, has audio on Hoopla, so it's free for the US who has a public library card. From the first chapter, you get hooked because it's from the point of view of some type of ghost of a very horny girl who follows this 4 dudes that live together. The book is about discovering who she is and the connection with the guys. It is so funny. I love the FMC. I would even suggest to Mandy because it is not the dark type of reverse harem, and the journey to figure it out between them is enjoyable. But I do suggest the entire series because it's like the Tate James ones, like one story throughout the 3 books, but they are not
Yeah.
too long. It's incredible to me that so many people love St. Abby but does not know her other works with different pen name. It's a type of book that can have one chapter challenge. Like if you're not hooked from the start, you don't even need to go further.
Mm-hmm. I read the first like 2 or 3 chapters and then I got distracted by something else and I never went back. But I do know I still have it. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay. The next one's for you from Fabby.
Okay.
And it's you already read this one. Chasing the Wild by Elliot Rose.
Oh, yep. I did just read this. I loved it.
Let me just read what she says for those who haven't
Okay.
read it. It's a cowboy age gap ex's dad romance with a snowed in as a cherry on top. It is listed as erotic western, so the spicy is spicing. It's truly one of the best reads for me. And with only this book, Elliot Rose became my favorite cowboy romance author, even topping Elsie Silver. That is high praise.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could also suggest the next book out of the series, Braving the Storm, although I haven't read it. I had a 1 chapter preview from the end of the first one, and that first chapter is one of the hottest things I've ever read. This second one is age gap, also forbidden romance, uncle niece, not related. I don't know for sure if by adoption or by marriage.
Yeah, I want to read the next one still.
Okay. All right. So,
Okay. Moving on. Oh, it's for me
yep, it's for
again.
you. It's from Fabby. While You Sleep by Shirley Gray. So this is it's a mafia romance, although it does not have audio. It is only 260 pages. It reminded me a lot of Stolen Touches by Neva Altai, my favorite from her series, because the FMC also meets the MMC without knowing who he was. He also stalks her in the beginning, like in Stolen Touches. She's forced to marry him, but the overall book is a bit more forbidden because of the non-con sleeping theme that the book has. I want to read that one. Okay.
Again, let's pause the video.
I know. Okay, the next one's mine.
Okay, this is from Fabby.
Okay.
This is The Favor by Suzanne Wright.
Okay.
It's a very cute arranged marriage, not mafia. It has audiobook and it's about an assistant and her overbearing boss. Although it was 4.5 stars, I believe it's a nice option for arranged marriage that is not mafia. And Suzanne Wright is that amazing writer that wrote the Phoenix Pack. P.S. If you haven't read that, it's also a great book to read. Feral Sins is the
Mhm.
first book, and they are interconnected standalone wolf shifters.
Yep, I have read
The
that.
FMC is a, don't remember the term, but a shifter that does not shift, LOL. The MMC is from an enemy pack. It also has free audio on Hoopla and Everand, formerly Scribd. I prefer
Mhm.
Feral Sins over the Favor if somehow you haven't read it.
Okay. No, I've read Feral Sins.
Okay, so do you want me to look up more about the Favor or do you have enough info?
No, I think I have enough. Just knowing that and
Okay.
who it was written by and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, the next one's for you as well. This is from Brittany. And this is Once a Crime Lord by Mia Knight. The
Oh,
entire
yeah.
series, what?
It's the third book in a series. I read the first two, but not the third.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. The entire series is fire. The angst, the danger, the MMC is so dark and unpredictable. You read the first two in the series already. So she knew.
She
And in my
knew. That's
opinion, the
awesome.
third one is just as good. The push and pull,
Hmm.
the wanting, so good. Each book could be a movie. I literally can picture so many scenes in my head as a film scene. You will love it.
Hmm.
The MFC character is badass and brave and not a pushover. You have to read this last book and finally find out who the killer is and all the twists and turns. Love this series and the author.
Yeah. Okay. I do need to. Oops. Okay, the next one's for you.
Okay.
Lisa sent this in. This is Not Meant to Be Broken by Cora Riley. It is really good and one of Cora's books that I have not heard a review on. It's brother's best friend roommate with trauma healing. Do you need more?
Have you read this?
No. I think it's one of her earlier works. I could be wrong.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, I have it. I honestly have it. I just haven't read it. Wow, this is a problem. It says some things aren't meant to be broken and can't be mended. I was one of those things. Whatever had been shattered in the incident would never be whole again. Amber struggles with memories of a cruel attack that destroyed her life years ago, realizing that she's close to ending it all, something she promised her family she would never try again. She moves in with her brother Brian and his friend Zachary to start a new life. But how can she live a normal life when even a hug from her brother sends her into a panic attack? While Brian pulls back, Zach seems determined to make her feel relaxed in his presence, and soon her longing to be near him is stronger than her fear. But how can someone like Zach, someone who can have any girl, want someone like her, someone broken? And then talks about him, but I think that's probably plenty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I think we should maybe like do a short pause on the video while we both look at our notes and pick
Yeah.
which one. Otherwise, people are just going to see us humming and hawing.
Yeah.
Because
Works for me.
I have several that stood out, so now I have to decide which one I want to
Same.
read.
Deciding is going to
Because I
be
kind of want to
very
be like, I'm going to
difficult.
read them all, but I know that's not realistic.
No, we only have the week. So, yep. Okay. So we took a minute to deliberate.
Yes, that was a lot to look over.
Did you make a decision?
I did. It was hard though, because
There was a
I
lot.
made it. I will say this. I made a decision on the one that I'm going to read for this video, but I am keeping my notes and I'm going to try and get to several of these over the next few months
Mhm.
because there's a lot that I want to read.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones in
You've
there.
piqued my interest, people. Thank you.
Definitely. Okay. What are you going to read?
I'm going to read The Favorites by Lane Fargo.
Okay. I'm going to read Faithless the Duet by Skylar is it Mason, the cheating one.
Mm.
Yeah, the two of those books because they're not very long because obviously they're novellas, but they're both one's less than 100 pages. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, so it's not going to hurt to read both of them. I will do that. Piqued my
Okay.
interest with that one. So we'll be
Yeah,
back.
we
We'll be
will be
back.
back.
Yep. Here we are again. Look, you're wearing a tank top and I'm in a sweatshirt again.
Hey, it's over 70 degrees. Whew.
Yeah, it's almost 70 degrees here too, but I still like my sweatshirt. Grant, I'm working from home. The warehouse was cold too this morning, so you know. But.
Okay,
Okay, let's
just
talk about these books.
how did you like the remind me what I know that for everybody else it like literally just happened, but this
Yeah.
was like a week ago for us.
Yes.
So can you remind me what book you picked?
I had the two novellas that were a duet. They were both by Skylar Mason. It's her. I had to pull it up because I couldn't remember off the top of my head. Their Faithless duet is the Faithless duet is what it is. The first book is entitled Faithless, and it's a dark marriage and trouble, cheating romance. There's a lot of cheating in it.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
They were. I mean, I think probably give it 4.5. It gave me the angst. They weren't too long, but they didn't feel like I was getting like I was missing out on anything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I didn't read the synopsis just because of what was told to us about how it gave away some stuff in the synopsis. So I
Mm-hmm.
didn't read the synopsis. So I was kind of like, oh, the grovel was great. Yeah, it was good. It was really good. I think you'd like it. I think you need to read it.
Okay, I will.
Yeah.
I've been on a cheating kick lately.
Yeah,
I
same.
mean, a cheating trope kick.
Not a cheating kick, a cheating trope kick. Yeah. So, your book, what did you pick?
I picked the favorites. It
And
was the
who's
ice skating one.
okay? Who was that? Oh yeah, which wasn't
Yeah.
technically a romance, right?
No, it
Or
was.
was it? Was it?
It
Okay.
was.
Did
Mhm.
it have it? Because I remember I was just editing the first half of this video, and I thought it said something about not actually being a romance.
No,
Okay.
no, it is.
Okay. So tell me about it.
It was fantastic.
Really?
I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I rated it. It will be. Hold on. I
Hi,
just got
Mr.
home
Ghost.
and someone is feeling very needy.
Yes.
Oh, nope, never
Nope.
mind.
No. Got what he needed. He's done.
I rated it 5 stars. I really enjoyed it a lot. It's done like documentary style, and I actually listened to it, and the audio is so good because they actually have several narrators. So when
Mm-hmm.
they're interviewing people, like literally the voice actually changes to a different narrator. So it
Okay.
was so good, but it's done like documentary style.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah. Okay. I know. I was just at that part editing it, and I was like, "God, this book sounds so good."
Yeah.
So I'm glad you liked it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I actually kept my list that I just flung across the
Yes.
room.
Yeah.
I kept it, and there were several, like it was
Oh
hard
yeah.
for me to pick. And so I kind of just went with what like felt
Mm-hmm.
like I was most in the mood for. And the favorites just seemed so different, which it really was from what I've been reading. But there
Mm-hmm.
were so many good books that I'm keeping my list, and I will be reading more of those. So you'll
Yeah.
hear about a lot of those books
And
in
there were good
the
books on
upcoming months.
both of our lists. Like some of yours, I was like, I gotta read those too. Like it was on both.
Mhm.
Even though it might have been recommended for me, you wanted to read them too, or vice
I
versa.
wrote a couple down from you, and I think I'll
Mm-hmm.
check out those cheating ones too.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you had several that people were like, I'm not recommending this for Mandy because it's a love triangle, or it was like,
Yeah.
stuff I don't read
Yes.
that much.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yes, I have
So,
like
yep.
quite the list that I
You
will
do.
definitely refer back to.
Same here. Yes, for sure. All right, guys. So we did it. We
We
read
did
your
it.
books. We're done. We did that.
Yes.
Until next time.
Yes. So let us know what you think of these. I know we did it last year around the same time, and you
Yeah.
guys seem to really like it. Let us know if this is something you want to see in the future. We will
Hmm.
definitely do it again if you want to see it again,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
we had fun with it.
We did.
And before we get off, we need to do our drawing.
Oh yeah. Let's do that.
Okay. I did not do a wheel of names. So what do you think if you just pick a number between 1 and 34, and I just pick
Oh yeah.
the
Let's do that.
number? Does that seem
Yeah.
okay? I
Yeah.
hope that works for everybody. I just didn't want to type in all the names.
Yeah.
I just
I
saw
think that
the
works.
words. But we need to wrap this up so the video can go out.
29.
Okay. Let me let me push the arrow to 29.
Sorry. I was like, I don't know. Just throw a number out there. Keep pushing that arrow.
I'm pushing the arrow.
You know, you could just like clear it out and put in the number 29, right?
Oh, well, it's too late. It is okay. I'm gonna try and I know who it is, but I want to hold this up and cover the person's email address so everyone can see that it is 29. It's Fabi.
It's angled so nobody can see that it's 29, but nice try. Okay,
Trying.
I'm sure it is. We trust
Grabbing my
you.
computer and I don't want to share her
Okay.
email address.
Okay.
Okay, so it's Fabi.
It's Fabi.
Congratulations. You are
Yay!
our Amazon winner.
Mhm.
And so we will get that sent to you after the video comes out so that you aren't wondering what's going on.
Random.
So
Just great.
congratulations. And again, I don't know if we said this at the beginning of the video, but make sure you hit that subscribe button when we get to 3,000. We will be talking about how you can win those coveted cover books. So that is our next giveaway unless we do something impromptu.
I don't know. We're getting there pretty quickly, so I don't know that we have time to do another one, but we'll see. We'll talk
And
about it.
it looks like Mr. Goose is going to take up being an author because he's carrying around a pen.
Oh, don't let him get close to your books.
Mr. Goose, Mr. Goose, come here. Come here.
Did you tell them when to check back? Did we just do that?
I don't know. Okay, drop the pen. Thank you. Okay, tell the people to check back on Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays for new videos from us, and sometimes Wednesdays. Tell them, Mr. Goose. Tell them.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. He loves to eat your hair.